Hello everyone, and welcome to my game Grubble. It's a elemental bending game, and yeah, this is it. So yeah, you can grab this, and it'll play a video on like what you need to do. And this guy will also show you what you need to do. So pick up this rock, turn it. You can see there's a pressure plate. Make that go down, and here's Grubble, the land of Grubble. Little butterfly. Go to the next tutorial marker.
In Grubble, you use
see what they want us to do here is use earth to create a pillar of stone. So if you hold in both triggers, and you'll see a little marker spawn, raise your hands up, it will create it at that marker. If there is no marker, like you're looking up, it will form it straight below you to help you, get some verticality.
To change elements,
so I'll show you how to change elements here.
And rotate that hand. Try changing to
select the hand, will show you which arrows, like which sides you can rotate to. So water, fire, air, and earth. So with the fire earth selected and fire selected, you can create fireballs, fire beams, and firewalls.
Remember that a hand is only active when it has its trigger pressed. Two-handed movements require both triggers.
Oh, this is sand, so the sand we can turn into glass, which we can then break.
And watch as it turns to glass, which can then be broken with a fireball.
Sorry, please excuse that chicken.
Turn the sand to glass.
So with the sand,
then change back to earth by
we can change it to glass, and we can change to earth, and we can ground slam to break all of it.
To slam down and break the glass around you. Oh no!
And then change to fire.
Someone
we can
has
also
left quite a mess.
Set things alight
can be burnt away.
and burn it.
It is also of note that burning objects can be put out with water.
Into
path is blocked. Maybe if you light all
there we
the
go, and
torches,
actually set it alight. There we go. Then set these torches alight. You see, it hasn't opened yet. You can see he's showing us. Got to turn around and go back. And if you remember earlier, there are torches here that we actually need to light. So if we come back here in the next tutorial together, we light these. And then we can see what water can do. So water on certain walls can create vines that you can actually climb.
And see if you can create a stream of water that could be of use to you.
Once we're up here, we can light the final torch, and it will open for us. Cool. And carrying on from here, we can see water, and fire and water makes steam. Steam underneath the windmill will make a turn, which will lift the bridge for us. And then getting here, we can change to air, and we can slam both hands down to jump over the wall. And what we can actually do is we can create a tornado that will make this spin as well. And yeah, you can see if you punch with air, you can do an air force to push everything forward. You can also create tornadoes which will pick them up and suck objects in and make them fly like that. What we haven't seen yet as well is water. If you do both hands up, you can create water geyser, which will make objects fly up like that. And because everything's interactable, we can actually create steam on these. We can also create a firewall that we can then spray water on and create steam. What we learn here is how to punch rocks. So we spawn a rock, and we hold and trigger and punch, we can punch rocks forward. This does damage to enemies, which we'll see now, and it's quite useful, but quite difficult to use. So talking about enemies, the first enemy here is a mimic. So it comes out of the barrel, and they will wait to get close before they attack. Also, you can burn most things, even houses can be burned. Also, the earth pillars you spawn can be turned to glass. And there's another you can also shit. This tells us about combat, which we'll now see. So yeah, wizard, and he is a fire beam like that, fireball. He summons these little mushroom guys and ground slam, which we can also do. But these little guys are actually quite funny. If you spray them with water, they grow bigger and they do more damage and have more health. So you know we're doing that. You can also create fire beams, which you will turn into glass. You can use it to defend yourself. You see it's got a day and night cycle, so now it's getting a little bit darker and it's nighttime. There's another wizard over here we need to fight. So this ring shows me my health is getting slightly low, but I'm still fine. And you can hear my heart starts beating as well when I get hurt. He's dead. So finishing that off, we get to the edge of town, which is the dark area. So it's the dark area, and yeah, what we want to do is we first want to go that way. So we light these torches, and there's no water underneath there, so what we can need to do is create a tornado below it. There we go. There we go. Trying a little too far. We have teleporters in here, so we can teleport onto the boats. And with these, we can just push them forward, actually. Push them forward, and you'll see these targets. And now we're going to try and hit all these targets. And that'll become apparent in a bit. But if we hit all of them within 60 seconds, then we will unlock a little point of interest. So fire and a fireball, but that's way more difficult to land. So now we've got all of them, and you'll see that spawns. So we'll go to that. Also, if we fall off, yeah, we will just respawn back on it. Cool. So, well, some guys we need to fight, so let's just quickly do that. These are some target enemies that will come and attack you, and after attacking twice they run away. So getting back to this. Oh. We can see why we need this. This shows us something very important, is that these can actually be lit with fire. It makes them go faster and allows them to fly, which is how we will finish the game. So So now if we go back, and see whatnot. Just a peaceful journey back with the birds. Okay, so now I'm going to get on that boat. See if we can reach it from here. So, well, before we get on there, we're going to want to light these torches. And we're going to want to spin this. There we go. And then what you can do is you can just put this in fire so it goes a bit faster. Along the way, we're going to want to light all these torches. Let's see if we can hit it from here. Oh, I just missed it. There we go. There's one more. And just that one, which we'll get to now. The enemy. Cool. And with that, we can turn the turbine, and the final area will be unlocked or opened, rise from the ground. And that is our way out of here. As soon as we have taken clear of some people. We can then go to the final ship. Now the reason we had to learn how to use the fire is because this ship will not fly without the rocket propulsion. That one flying over there is a hint to that. And so we get on this one, change the fire, and we set off, and that basically concludes this little demo. From here we can just get a little overview of the world, see the birds from above, and that is it. So, thank you very much for watching my demo on that. I'll be up here. I can show, got a settings menu. Let me move a little bit here. Change music, master sound effects, and voice for the tutorials. There's also a tutorial here that we can go through, and we can quit the game, which we don't want to do now. And yeah, we will eventually get towards the end game sequence, which is just the end game menu. See that one flying around. And yeah, that marks the end of the game. So thank you for playing. Well, thank you for watching. And yes, thank you very much.